I think if you can find success with it in friendly challenges, in friendly wars, then there's no reason not to use it, especially if the bases haven't caught up. But we are into the next matchup already. Nova MAODOU coming in towards the Town Hall with the Battle Blimp, and Woody, the Town Hall goes down straight away. We've pulled the Clan Castle troops, but notice it is some of the super minions inside there as well.
This matchup between Nova MAODOU and Space Station is sure to see the sparks fly. Nova MAODOU is the family clan with a Chinese roster from the Nova squad and holds the title of world champion from their performance last year. In fact, they have LP, one of the leading members of that squad, fighting on this roster here today. You'll see him later, but they're facing off against the best from the West. Space Station Gaming were the champions of the ESL Mobile Open in the States and have got a lot running on this match. It's their only chance to qualify and grab that golden ticket.
And that is exactly what they will be planning to do. They have a lot of experience across their team, as you said, Mobile Open winners, and we also got to see them in action in our show match versus Alternate Attacks earlier on in the year. But check this one out, Woody. The Bowlers and the Yetis are already into the center of the base. They are charging forward, but with a back-end scatter shot and the Eagle Artillery still standing. He needs to take them down quick if he wants to convert this to a 3-star.
This has been a smashing fast hit from Ming of Nova MAODOU. A lot of times you see players starting off real slow with those queen charges and then barely having enough time in the end. This was kind of the exact opposite. Ming putting it all on the line early on. He's got over a minute left for cleanup now, but he's really just got heroes trying to plink away at the outer edges of this base. Royal Champion will pop her ability, and as the shield is thrown, that left side compartment has been eliminated. Big scatter shot still remains, and a single target Inferno, the last line of defense in the bottom right compartment. Ming might have a shot at glory, but he's got a long way left to go. With cleanup, he's got another minute, holding on to 2 free spells as the clutch support.
He needs to use them in perfect timing. I thought he was going to use them for the Royal Champion with the single and the Expo both being in range, but he's going to wait of the Archer Queen. Plenty of time here, still has the ability. 1 balloon in order to try and sneak in. If he can get the free spells in perfect timing, Woody, he might just get this. Time is ticking. He can take a lot of patience with the freeze and just needs to make sure to clutch this one out.
Barbarian King's going to soak a few shots over there, moving into the right side compartment. Here goes the Inferno Tower, heating up, and right when the damage starts to get dished out, a free spell goes down. Ming's got another one and is holding onto the Archer Queen ability. This looks like a triple judo.
It certainly does. He needs to press the ability. There it is. With the archers, they swarm the base, and we have an opening 3-star for Nova MAODOU. Are they going to continue like Nova Esports left off? What a beautiful start to this wall.
We asked him how he prepared. He said, more practice. He said, what advice would you give? He said, more practice. He says, we said, what makes your clan unique in this match? He said, we practice more than anyone else. Time spent in the arena is uncomparable to any other preparation, and it shows strong in Ming's first attack for Nova MAODOU. The triple for this clan, putting them in the driver's seat with a great start. Going up now is going to be JD9, the next attacker from Space Station Gaming. Fun fact about him, he's ambidextrous, so maybe he's got both thumbs in the action this time. What do you think, Judo?
Well, he can very quickly adapt, can't he, with both hands with his attack. Starting off with the lightning spell, actually activates the Town Hall with the earthquake as well, Woody. Not that, that's something that we don't often see, but maybe there is a plan to that. Notice the stone slammer potentially might help the slammer get to the Town Hall. I guess we will have to wait and see. Royal Champion coming into this area. He again wants a quick start to this attack, and it will be the Lava Loon that's aiming to close this one out with a 3-star.
Oh, with the last spear thrown, the Royal Champion takes down the Town Hall, and it's a good start for JD9. Big expenditure using that hero early on, but the dive will continue with the King and Queen now moving into the top left compartment. They've got a few easy targets and not many defenses firing on them just yet. Skeleton Trap will slow them down, but there's not a whole lot to worry about. Uh-oh, hold on, I spoke too soon. A single target Inferno heated up is now within range of the Archer Queen attacking. She's popped her ability and will get a little bit of insulation here, but can she take it down before it heats her up?
I think she might just get it, Woody. As Carbon said, it has that little bit of time before it gets to the major damage, and the entirety of the left-hand side of the base taken out. I hadn't even realized the risk he took with the Royal Champion, but it paid off big style for the Town Hall. And check it out, as the balloons now fly in, he just needs to make sure to get the spell and Grand Warden Tome ability on point. The scatter shot initially on the left-hand side frozen. A haste spell pushing things forward with an early Grand Warden's ability, Woody, but everything is pathing around the scatter shot.
JD9 freezes the Inferno Tower and the Air Sweeper, but will have a bit more damage soaked on in. The Inferno Tower unfrozen, and some shots from that Archer Queen before she went down really did a number on this raid. Air Sweeper pushing these balloons back, and a huge shot from the scatter is going to end JD9's hopes at the triple. A big push early on, failing on the back end as this big aerial assault has just withered away.
Yeah, the right-hand side of the base just did not go down quick enough, and with the Air Sweeper pushing the balloons to that side, he didn't get any momentum into the center of the base, and you can see, in combination with the Multi-Inferno, the scatter shot really did a number on the balloons. Not Space Station's day in terms of the opening attack, but with 4 attacks left per team, they still have a lot to play for here, and JD9 did say that as a team, they have fantastic chemistry, and they are confident that as a team they can get it done.
Well, teamwork is gonna be their saving grace if they can come back at the end. JD9 not grabbing that victory early on, Banks.
Yes, a painful opening for Space Station Gaming. JD9 only managing to bring in an 81% 2-star in their answer to a triple off the bat from Nova MAODOU. Exactly, Nova carrying on that momentum from Nova Esports as well. An unfortunate start for Space Station, still a lot more attacks to go, so they are by no means call them out of this one. But again, you've got to start as you mean to go on in these wars. You need to carry some momentum, Woody.
You certainly do. We've got LP moving in next. I hyped him up before this war even began. Such a learned and experienced player for Nova MAODOU, putting triples up on the board back to back to back in the World Finals last year. Really have a lot of expectations riding on this next hit. Nova MAODOU could pull far and ahead early on in this war if they get those back-to-back triples just like their friends did on the other side of the bracket.
Yes, and a beautiful start with multiple earthquake spells in combination with the lightning to take down the clan castle, Woody. And what it means by taking more earthquakes and less lightning is you have a bigger radius. He's able to hit more defenses, and the Royal Champion steps up for a scatter shot. Now we have ideal pathing for the King and the Queen to just tuck in towards the Town Hall. Again, the Champion King on display. Bash mentioned it earlier. Beautiful animations with the flames, which is exclusive in the game right now. And check it out, Woody, as the War Wrecker pops, Ice Golems to protect the Queen. LP on point for this attack.
Really atypical pick, going with the Wall Wrecker as the siege machine for this attack. A lot of times these aerial strikes will see a Stone Slammer or even a Battle Blimp moving in, but he needed that last little bit of oomph to get those heroes into the Town Hall and secure the 2-star early on. Now all LP's got to worry about is the last remaining defensive cleanup, and he is spreading those balloons thick and heavy on this base. He's got a big chunk left to go through in the center, though. A multi-target Inferno, Royal Champion, and Eagle Artillery pounded away at those balloons. Can they survive? Warden's Eternal Tome protects them, and they're floating on to victory!
They are surrounding the defenses from each and every angle. The balloons to the left-hand side tracked the main portion through the middle, and he even has a couple to celebrate. Take out the buildings on the outside. A minute left. LP showing why he is a world champion player, and Nova MAODOU continue with the perfect streak, Woody.
He made that look easy, Judo Sloth. So many balloons left at the end. He could have held a birthday party afterwards and still had leftovers. What an awesome show for MAODOU to get that triple 2 times in a row. Space Station Gaming spent a long time practicing and preparing, but is it going to be enough against a world champion squad? Doesn't seem likely, but if anyone can turn it around, it's going to be Goreticus. He's got a beat humming in his soul, plays various musical instruments, says that his favorite is the piano, but also loves bass guitar. Can that rhythm section keep him alive against Hai, the defender from Nova MAODOU, trying to shut down this lava loon push?
Well, Goreticus is actually one of the most experienced attackers of Space Station, who did compete in the 2018 Champions War League Finals, but he took a little bit of retirement from the game. He is back though, and clearly at his best, with Space Station charging on forward. There is that Royal Champion to the Town Hall again, Woody, the signature move of Space Station, taking it down, and the King and Queen are just slowly chipping through the other area of the base. Let's hope that this one can indeed convert for them to keep their hopes alive in this war.
It's a trip down memory lane for me to remember Goreticus, the attacker, in that CWL Season 2 Finals, the first Clash of Clans event I casted, now coming back for Space Station and doing his best to get this clan into the World Finals. As we've said before, this is their only online qualified chance to get the golden ticket. Haven't been here before and won't be here next time. They have got it all riding on the line with this attack. An early Eternal Tome protects the balloons at the top side, but there's still a lot of splash damage structures coming in on the back. The scatter shot pops the stone slammer, and these balloons are starting to take a massive amount of damage. Can they get it done quick enough? Freeze spell shuts down the slammer, and those balloons are still well protected.
Oh, he just needs the haste spells to get to the wizard towers. Notice he still has 4 balloons undeployed. Here they come from the top of the base, trying to force the balloons to the wizard tower. There is the haste spell. 1 goes down. He needs to get the second wizard tower if he is going to get this. Balloons still have a lot of health here, Woody, but they're going down fast. It is going to be incredibly close. Oh, the wizard tower will not fall. The balloons are down, and with the dragon, it's not going to be enough. So close. He had so many minions and lava pups in the middle, but they all got caught in the tornado trap and also went down to the red bomb. Heartbreak for Space Station Gaming.
Don't count him out, Judo. I don't want to jinx these defenses, but look, that Grand Warden has only got to deal with a Tesla and a cannon on the backside. He's got 2 minions to support. He's not taking any damage yet. 24 seconds left for Goreticus to do the unthinkable and pull victory out of the jaws of defeat. 98%. The Grand Warden soaks the shots. Minions fire it off, and he's done it after all. A 3-star for Goreticus. They will live to fight another day.
Goreticus managing to secure the first triple for Space Station Gaming on the board, finally managing to keep them in this war. We're currently sitting at 6 stars to 5, and Space Station Gaming still have a lot of work to do if they're going to take on a team like Nova MAODOU, Judo.
Well, talk about jinxing. That was the positive jinx, making sure that they did get the 3-star, and if they do want to take down this team, they have to keep the momentum going now, and they have to make it a little bit more confident in the attack. Think about how swarming the attack by LP was. That one was incredibly close, but Woody, you spied it towards the end. They got it done, which at the end of the day is all they need. 3 stars are 3 stars.
Hey, I'm happy for Space Station. They needed that, but they needed it just to keep pace. Nova MAODOU, with a perfect war so far, is still in the upper hand position. ND, the next attacker, moving in hot, has got a lot riding on this. He says that every single member of his clan has prepared their own defenses. They're all experts in constructing and deconstructing, preparing for many months. They got a little surprised by the recent list of balance changes, but they have been able to adapt and move on strong. Sneaky Goblins moving in on the top side, going to provide a little bit of funneling here for ND, who's coming in with the hybrid army, one of the few that we've seen so far today, Judo.
It certainly is, but the difficulty here, oh, the wall wrecker does get through the wall. He really needed the wall wrecker to get through for the Queen to get to the town hall, because the Teslas really did cause a little bit of an issue. Remember, we did get an added level to the Tesla as well, but he will get the town hall down here. However, he's committed a few extra spells than needed because the entire clan castle was not pulled out in the first instance. But here comes the Hog Riders and the Miners, your traditional hybrid from the bottom of the base. Let's find out if the ground hybrid can still get the job done, Woody.
They've got a lot riding on this war. A big Barbarian King ability will swarm the left side, and that Grand Warden protecting so many troops with his life aura will now pop the Eternal Tome. It's a big smashing success for ND as he moves to the bottom of the base, ignoring these scatter shots as they fall apart, cracked and crumbled under the might of this strong strike. The last Inferno Tower will be the only line of defense against an Archer Queen still topped off at full health. With her ability in tow, I think there's nothing to shut down this hybrid army. ND has kept the perfect war alive.
Wow, he made it look so easy, and check this out. A couple of Hog Riders went to the Wizard Tower, set off a giant bomb just to protect the miners as well when they move in. They will now be able to surround that, get the job done, and as you mentioned, Woody, he still has the Archer Queen's ability, and 1 minute on the clock. This is what they need to continue to keep doing. Overwhelming attacks, keep the pressure on Space Station Gaming, but they need to respond as well now. Such an exciting war. It is still anybody's game here. Wow, what do you think after that one, Woody?
I think Nova MAODOU are going to be really difficult to catch up to at this point. 9 stars off their first 3 attacks, and Space Station struggle just to keep a 50% hit rate against a World Championship squad with some of the best bases in the game. Even with expanded Army Camp space, Space Station might be crashing back down to Earth if they can't keep in orbit. Kronos will be the next attacker for this squad, a really strong hitter. He's actually known for being one of the best on this team. When we asked all of his teammates who they thought the best would be, they said it's either Agent 33 or Kronos. Will he get it done with 11 mass drag? Not going to be bringing any bat spells or super minions this time around.
Yeah, the interesting thing, Woody, is with the extra 20 army camp space, that is basically 1 extra dragon. So Kronos thinks if I take all dragons, I can power through the base using the lightning spells to start off alongside the stone slammer, carving out that right-hand side of the base. We always talk about this with dragons. You have to get the pathing set up. That is exactly why the baby dragon is on the left of your screen alongside the Barbarian King to force the dragons to the town hall. Momentarily it will go down, but what is his plan for the back end of the base?
Great Eternal Tome will protect from the Giga Bomb. It goes off, and even with the multi-target Inferno, it's not getting any damage against those protected dragons and balloons all clumped up in the center. But as you mentioned there, Judo, there's a lot of defenses standing on the backside. Air targeting Expos will be firing away along with those ground ones that are starting to engage the heroes. These dragons are clumping up a little bit awkwardly here, but 2 free spells and a rage still on the back end to finish things off. He's dropping them all furiously fast. Kronos encounters a sinking air mine, and lots more defenses are starting to fall. The Eagle Artillery finally engaged will be burnt to a crisp, and the last free spell is out. Can he get the job done, Judo?
The Royal Champion's ability took down the air defense. Perfect timing on that one. This almost reminds me of Itsu's attack earlier on in the live stream, but in this case, Kronos used all of his spells early, protected all of the dragons, and they can power through the end of the base. The Queen's ability still intact. This is what Space Station need to do. Have an overwhelming attack. Keep the pressure onto Nova MAODOU. Is it too little, too late? Time will tell. This is incredible. Only 1 attack has not been a 3-star in this entire war, Banks.
Yes, Space Station Gaming answering right back at Nova MAODOU with a triple of their own. I mean, there's always this weird thin fine line, isn't there, between just throwing the kitchen sink at your opponent's base or actually creating a path with those dragons, like you mentioned, Judo, with the baby dragon on the left, with the Barbarian King, creating that amazing funnel for the dragons to just sweep round that left side of the base, and perfect spell deployment as well. I mean, what a masterful display from Kronos there, Woody.
Space Station opens up the weapons bay and launches a nuke from orbit, firing the ion cannon all the way down onto Nova MAODOU's defenses and picking up another triple. High has got to stay frosty because there is nothing to stop Space Station if High fails this time around. He has got to keep those 3 stars coming for his squad if these world champions want to make it back to the main stage. Remember, we have $1 million prize pool event this year, and these clans are competing for their lives with only 2 months left to qualify. The upper bracket is where you want to stay, and High has got his plan in place to keep him there.
He is using a lot of spells here, Woody. He's already used 2 rage spells, 2 freeze, and a poison to deal with this area and the clan castle troops. Notice the baby dragon coming in. That is to try and force the queen in towards the town hall. It does work out for High on this plan as the super wall breaker opens up the compartment where he can walk to both scatter shots. Incredible stuff. You might remember High from the Shenzhou team of last year's World Championships, so a lot of experience charging his queen to the south of the base, and it looks like the hybrid might be coming straight to the center. Here it comes, Woody.
The more you play, the better you do. That's High's mantra, and the practice is paying off. Hog Riders storming into the center of this relatively spread out base. Don't really have to worry about a single target Inferno, which can't heat up many targets at once. And with that last strike, we'll be able to engage the enemy Royal Champion. Spears being thrown right into her face, and minor shovels showing her the grave. They are digging their way to victory as the last line of defense are starting to fall apart. Eagle Artillery hasn't found any good targets as this really spread out army has been perfectly matched against a base which is equally spread out across the corners of this map. That has wound up being the difficulty on defense for Goreticus and Judo. I think the triple is going to be easy snacks.
Easy snacks indeed, Woody. The Queen's ability, the Royal Champion's ability, the heal spell. He does not even need them. With a minute left, Nova are stamping their dominance in this qualifier. They want one of their teams into the final. They want the golden ticket. They have came through the other qualifiers, not quite got there, but so far they have had a perfect streak with Nova Esports and now their clan family, Nova MAODOU, keeping up that momentum. I can't believe what we are watching here.
It is scorched earth policy from Nova MAODOU. Overwhelming destruction and devastation across Space Station Gaming. We have not seen a perfect war possibility like this since the last time Nova fought in a war just a few minutes ago. Nova MAODOU, if they put up another 15-star on the board, will definitely solidify Nova's spot as the premier esports club in the Clash of Clans October qualifier. Jethro, the last hope to keep Space Station alive. They need back-to-back triples and an epic defense against Nova. It's going to be a hard call, but so far, Space Station is the best performing clan that seems to be on the way to defeat in this first round.
It's hard to think, isn't it? They have had 2 3-stars out of 3 attacks, and they have kept their percentage incredibly high, but they are really behind in this war. As you said, Jethro has to get a 3-star. Let's concentrate on one attack at a time. Jethro is charging in towards the enemy Archer Queen, which goes down, and notice the super minions on defense. But interestingly, with the Ice Golem in this case, the poison perfectly placed to get the super minions. The Queen will now move on, and he's just taking his time. Presumably, the hybrid will be coming in towards the town hall. There we see the Barbarian King to set up the funnel, just taking his time to ensure that he has that ever-important pathing, Woody.
Jethro's sitting on a park bench, eyeing this base with bad intent. He's hoping to finish it off with a big lament ringing in from Nova MAODOU. The Eternal Tome pops to protect the hybrid from the Giga Bomb, but just barely, Judo.
Oh, the scatter shot took out the healers, Woody, and then the Queen went down. I'm not sure if he wanted any extra value from the Queen, but it means she can't tank any of the Expos. She can't do anything now because she is down, so it is all onto the hybrid. They move through the base incredibly well, but with the scatter shot towards the end of the base, it is really going to be a close one here for Jethro of Space Station. He still has the Royal Champion's ability, a shed load of troops moving through this base, but it's difficult to call with these scatter shot and wizard towers to the back end, Woody.
Jethro mulls his options, but this rock star has found a ferocious defense up against him. Can he schlep on through to the last stage of this base, or will this scatter shot and single target inferno rock him down and burn him up? Heavy metal defenses from Ming of Nova MAODOU might just be the clincher in this war.
Yeah, he just lost the troops moving through the middle. The Archer Queen, if she could have stayed up, would have been tanking a lot of the defenses. That might have been the difference maker, but the Hogs and Miners just had too much to get through. And as you mentioned, now moving down to the end of this war, Woody, it is basically Nova MAODOU that just need to close this one out. They need to make sure that as long as they put up a high percentage 2-star, maybe even a 1-star in the next attack, they will get the victory here, Banks.
Yes, a disastrous outcome for Space Station Gaming. They were keeping up with Nova MAODOU the whole way through, and just like that, Nova MAODOU looking to put the nail in the coffin with their next attack. Yes, like you said, Judo, unless something extremely drastic happens. But we still have a lot to go with today's wars, because even if they do lose this one out, then they will be going to compete again later on today, Woody.
92.8% is the maximum possible score for Space Station Gaming. So even, just like you said, Judo, a 1-star hit with an impressive percentage along with it would be enough to give Nova MAODOU the victory, but they are not going to be satisfied with just that. They are hoping for another perfect war, and all they need is their final triple from Shu, the last attacker moving in. This well-read player says he likes thumbing through novels and also playing sports on the side, but Clash of Clans has got to be his primary focus right now, finishing off this hit to keep Nova up on top, and paired equally with the 15-star performance from their sister squad, they're hoping to finish it out in style.
They certainly are, and as you mentioned, Woody, they will be wanting the perfect to scare the rest of the teams in tomorrow's matchup. If you can get a perfect war, that has to be difficult for your opponent. And with so many amazing teams, so many amazing matches that we are in for across today, tomorrow, and Sunday, you have to try and get everything in place to give yourself the advantage. Now, in this attack, we have had the Clan Castle go down, beautiful pathing, and notice the new super minions from the top of the base. Remember, their first 5 attacks with this super troop will be from a distance, so you can use them to snipe buildings and create the funnel and behind the dragons, which looks like we might see as they come in from the north of the base here, Woody.
Sweet victory in the sights for Shu of Nova MAODOU. The 2-star going to be an easy strike as these dragons have little resistance, pushing through the last line of defenses. Eternal Tome sure to protect them as soon as they get over this town hall, and that's going to be all there is to say. Shu's grabbed the 1-star, and with the balloons making a beeline, the destruction has done it. Grabbing the victory for Nova MAODOU, Shu has got just what he came for.
The pressure is off, but Woody, he still has a Rage and Freeze spell. Uses the Rage in the center here. I'm not sure he has enough for that perfect war. The dragon's going down quick now. The scatter shot really doing a lot of damage, and he uses the Freeze perfectly to get all of the defenses, but there's just too much left, I think. I don't know. I gave a positive jinx on Space Station earlier, but surely it's too much on this one, Woody.
If the Grand Warden can take down this air defense, those 2 dragons on the back end have got a lot of possibilities still ahead of them. I'm not sure how many hit points they have, but they only have to face off against a Tesla and an Archer Tower. However, 20 seconds left. I think you're right to call it. It's not too early at this point. There's just not enough damage output left from Shu's hit. But wow, what a performance from Nova MAODOU. 14 stars and just a sliver off of grabbing a perfect war in their fight against Space Station. They have knocked them out of the sky and will hold supremacy in this match.
Yes, incredible performance. They have to be moving on to tomorrow with a lot of confidence. Space Station just need to keep their pressure going here because they have already put up a fantastic performance. They could get a potential of 13 stars, and when we see them later on today, that is definitely going to help them. Remember, we will be seeing Tribe Gaming versus 11 Original, and we will be seeing Space Station take on the loser of the next match. So if they can get a good 3-star here, Woody, it just means they have a little bit more confidence for later today.
Certainly right about that, and I gotta say it once again, Space Station has got the highest scoring line of any team that will lose in the early round here. Really impressive showing from them, especially if Agent 33 can clutch this final triple, as I'm sure many of us expect to see him do. Deploys the Barbarian King out the left side, and we'll catch a Tesla there that drops down to a Balloon and a Wizard. Nice early funnel here for this Lava Loon push, going in Sui style with these heroes, not seeking to back them up with any healers at all. That's going to save even more space for, I think he brought over 30 balloons to this attack. He's also got the recently buffed up level 10 Giants to provide a little bit of cushioning for this Archer Queen. That's going to get her in a little bit deeper and hopefully able to take out that Eagle Artillery.
Yes, the extra army camp space that we did get from the new update means you can be a little bit adaptive with your attack. You can take more loons, you can take more giants, but the Archer Queen, Woody, she's walking around the outside. Is the Royal Champion going to have enough in the center of the base? It looks like the super minions will go down. 2 poison spells used there, but to great success because he has taken out the entire left-hand side alongside the center with the lightning spells, and now the Queen has her eyes set on the north of the base. So much damage from the opening phases of this attack.
That's a lot of damage. Agent 33 will pop down another air defense, and this is looking very likely to be another triple for Space Station. What a finish. If they do manage to get 13 stars and are still knocked down, I think that we are very likely to see them make their way back to the top into the playoffs. So if you're a fan of Space Station, don't start crying just yet. No tears right now, just silence. Respect the effort and the art from Agent 33, knocking down the Town Hall, and on the last legs of this base, a single target Inferno on defense is not going to work at all against such a massive swarm of balloons, and I think he's got it done, Judo.
Oh, what a brilliant placement of the freeze spell to get the scatter shot and the wizard tower in combination with the haste spell. The balloons move across, take them down, and as you mentioned, Agent 33 can leave this one with his head held high. Space Station Gaming put up a fantastic performance here, 13 stars, but can you believe they have lost to the almighty Nova MAODOU with 14 stars? Woody, what an incredible war this one has been, and I can't wait to see Space Station Gaming in action later today as well.
A stellar performance to both of these squads, and you gotta hand it to them. They fought as hard as they possibly could and got a huge score line here. More triples than I think we've seen from any other qualifier match. 13-14 is just an overwhelming offensive pickup. Great to see it, Banks.
Yes, Nova MAODOU will be advancing into tomorrow's winners bracket. A commanding performance from them, putting up 14 stars. But what a way to close it out in style from Agent 33 there for Space Station Gaming.